Now the second one that people show on TV is where they take the tarp, lay it horizontally, and there's a couple of little extra little pieces that end up being cut off here too. And what they do is they, did I lose the other one? Come on, little piece, where are you? There it is. So they first they draw the hemisphere. Whoops, let's make it look a little bit closer. First they draw the hemisphere like this. They find the midpoint up at the top, and then they put it there, and they draw. And they end up being, I'm doing this backwards. First they find the midpoint, and then they draw a hemisphere. And they find the midpoint of that hemisphere, and then they place their compass there, or the spike in the ground with the string, and then you draw an outline. So you end up getting this larger circle. It's actually 2/3 of a full circle. And then this edge is cut off, and this edge is cut off, and then these other two sides are cut off. There's less wastage on these, and they create a wider base than your 10-footer, or excuse me, than your 15-foot that I described earlier. They make a wider base. Now, sometimes they cut these up here and cut that off, and then they end up taping a piece back on, so they got a door overlap. But what I'm trying to do is recreate teepees. Oh, I should go back to, if I'm gonna, I should go back to this. If I'm gonna put smoke flaps on this, from the wastage paper that I have, I'm gonna cut a couple of ears and tape on here. But taping down this seam to tape an ear flap on and then put a pulling on it, it pulls it out. So it ends up not being a good design for a tarpy. All right, now on this one, what I did was I simply left these two triangles in here, but I cut down the center to make a smoke flap. And so we'll make that smoke flap like that. We'll make that smoke flap like that. And then I left these parts here so that you can overlap them up into your cone. Now this is a flatter cone. Now if you cut them off and you don't, you'll end up getting your shorter. It's a shorter cone. It's a shorter. Oh, I don't know if I can show this or not. Okay, it's a shorter cone. Ah, what a hassle. It's a shorter cone. Ah, come on. Come on. Let's put this in there like that and put that over there like that. It ends up being a shorter cone. Come on. Ends up being a shorter cone, but you can still stand up in it with 15-foot diameter, but your diameter at the base ends up getting to be, oh gee whiz, something like geez, almost 20 feet in diameter, so 18 to 20 feet in diameter. So you get a lot of more floor space out of something like this. Now, if you turn it in, if you turn it into with smoke flaps, and what I've kind of designed here is that this will go. Oh, maybe I should just use a piece of tape. You can bring this all the way in, but if you bring it into right about there, right about there where that line crosses, if you put it in there like that, you can get your additional smoke flaps, and you can get a doorway all pre-made. Now, you want an opening for a fire, and as you know, smoke flaps can be moved either side when the rain comes, but you already have a made door, and you do have some extra tarpage that you can make a door, or use a blanket or something pretty along the way. So we'll put that one up front and we'll put that one to the rear